not easy, and good parenting is hard work because it involves a lot of consistency and routine. But despite all of this, parents have tried to bring out the best out of their children. So how do they do it? This brings us to today's topic on Chilled Banters, good parenting tips. Here on Chilled Banters, we discuss societal issues, youth-friendly topics, gist, and so on. I'm Enny Oyemolade.
And I am Favour.
I'm Favour.
Yeah, so before we go on, we would like to state that different parents have different methods of bringing up their children. And also, as we were growing up, our parents emulated some specific methods in bringing us up. And when we are bringing up our own children too, we might emulate some of these methods. But along the line, there are just some things that we wish our parents did or didn't do.
Yeah.
So speaking about that, are there some things you wish your parents did or didn't do while bringing?
Yeah, I actually wished my mom, okay, because I have only my mom. I actually wish she tried to talk about some things with me. Like she tried to talk about everything, get close to me. Like I wish she actually communicated with me because there are some things that I actually wanted to know when I was growing up, but she didn't give me the opportunity to get to know those things. So I had to go out and learn them myself. So I wish she actually tried to communicate with me.
Yeah, so you mentioned some things you wish you.
Okay, so one of those things is we all know that our parents don't talk about boys with us. When it comes to boys, they don't even try to educate us on all of this
area.
So that's one of the issues. So I had to. Okay, what am I supposed to do when a boy asks me out? What am I supposed to do? She just say, make sure if a boy touch you, get pregnant, all those things, all those vibes. So I didn't like that because I just feel that she could have done better when it comes to this thing. Yes. Welcome back, guys. This is still Chilled Banters. And talking about parenting tips, although we are not parents yet, but the three of us sat down to make a list of some important things for good parenting. And firstly, make communication a priority with your children. This is really, really important because when you do this, your children trust you, and when they trust you, they will be able to tell you anything, anything at all. Even if it's not everything, they will tell you anything. And even when they are grown up, they will be able to tell you anything. And also, they won't go to their friends for advice. They would rather come to you for advice.
Yeah, true. Yeah, also, I feel you should not enforce decision on your kids, especially career-wise.
Okay. Also, some parents, they are just there. It's not just parents alone. Generally, they just feel that if you're in arts class or commercial class, you are not a serious student. That science students is for the serious students, the smart ones, those who are focused. And that is not true. I remember myself when I was in SS1, yes, when you get to SS1, you start going to your science or arts class. I was in science class for 2 times, but I realized I was still reading literature books. I was more interested in what they were doing in arts class. At the end of the day, I just had to walk up to my dad and I told him I can't deal with this science anymore. Every time the teacher comes to class, physics, I would always have headache, I was always tired and all. And when I changed, I went to arts class. In fact, 3 teachers called me. You have goals, you have this, you have that. You can't just go to arts class. You need to be in science. Is there
any teacher?
Yeah, my teacher. I remember my biology teacher. He's late now, though. But I remember he called me and told me, no, you can't go to arts class. You have to stay in science. You should be serious and focused.
So it's only serious people that are in science.
Imagine if the CBN governor has been in science, maybe he has studied physics or something.
Would not be where he is today.
So please, I don't think it's necessary that parents shouldn't enforce. Let your child do what they want to do. And the truth is, when you do what you love to do, you will definitely shine in whatever field you are.
Yeah. And also, explain your rules and your decisions to your children, and also respect them. This is why I said explain your rules and your decisions, because we know that this generation, they like asking questions a lot. They want to know why we should not do this particular thing. So when you say my son, I don't want you to watch TV by 9 o'clock. Why? Because I don't want you to wake up late the next day. I don't want you to go to school late or something like that. Don't just say I don't want you to do something, sit down there. I don't want you to touch your phone, go and sleep, something like that. So it is really important to explain it to them. And also respect your children. There are some parents that they just insult their children, call children names like because they did something, say they will abuse their children or eat them at any place, anywhere, even in front of their friends or something like that. This can affect their mental health, and it can also cause low self-esteem for the children.
Yeah, true. I think few days ago, I don't think it was months, a few days ago on social media, there was this video that was circulating of a man that was flogging his 18-year-old daughter because she joined a WhatsApp group. Like, there are so many WhatsApp groups. You could be mistakenly put in a group. You could even join because you want to know. You are just curious to know what is going on. But the father flogging that daughter at that age, at 18, she's an adult, right? Why would you flog your daughter? That brings us to the next point. It's important to enforce discipline. Be strict, fine, but you should not be harsh with your discipline. These days, you don't even have to. There are ways you can make someone guilty without flogging them. I should explain things to your child. Don't do this. This is why you shouldn't do it. A child that is being trained and groomed with love and understanding, the child who wants reciprocate and you understand that, okay, my parents already said this is what I should do. Let's just calm down. And if the child is not listening, you can just tell the child, don't watch TV again. No pocket money. You get, there are ways to
or seize the child's phone, game or something.
So do you think it was even cool for that man to flog his daughter at 18?
I feel it was extreme. So you could have seized that for maybe a week, a month or so, but beating her like that, a grown. If her friends see the video now, they'll be like, oh, at your age, they're beating you. And she'll feel down. She'll feel somehow.
At her age, the thing is, it is what every one of us can relate. Yeah, because I cannot imagine that I'm in that girl's shoe. Okay, I don't actually know what she did. But okay, maybe they actually saw something bad on her phone. Maybe the group chat is actually very bad. Maybe. Okay, let's imagine that it is. And maybe it was my mom that saw. I feel that my mom is going to do the same.
Yeah, my dad would have done the same.
Maybe mine wouldn't have gotten to the internet. Yeah. But it might have gotten to that extent too. I feel that it is actually what every one of us can relate to. It is not that, okay, we don't get flogged or something. I just feel that it is totally wrong for all those 70 parents or 90, 80 parents who flog their children that way. There are ways that you can punish your children. There are ways, ground them. We are trying to copy the whites, but there are some things that they do that they don't beat their kids there. They don't beat their kids there. I think even psychologically, it will affect. Before you know it, if you want to beat the child, you guys just come like,
beat me and let me go.
I almost thought that like anything that happens, if last you beat me. I'll just come. That was the last time they flogged. This one, no. This one doesn't be flogged because once a child, the only thing for your punishment is to be flogged. You don't know why you're being flogged. You don't know if what you did was
really wrong. They just flog you. Flog me and let me go there.
Because your parents feel it's wrong. And at the end of the day, sometimes the child might be right. If you decide to realize, oh, okay, I see, I understand your point of view.
And I feel that it actually worked for us. Well, in a way. But I feel like maybe we didn't like listen to their instructions because we respected them, or we actually believed that those things that we're doing were wrong. Yes, it just put a look of fear like, hey, my mom beat me, that's how I won't do something like that. That's the only thing.
True. Also, I feel we should not have a preference. You should not make it obvious that you have a favorite child or favorite. Just let them all know that you love them.
Everyone was born distinctly, differently. Whatever would work for a child, they would never work for a child.
So guys, we can't discuss everything, but there are just some these basic ones that we've been saying. And also, I feel it's important for, as a parent, try and provide for your children, so that provide the basic things for them, so that maybe when they get to school, when they are with their friends, they are not greedy, they are not covetous. When they have the basic things, they will not lack. And they will, and teach them not to be covetous as well. See that, oh, this is what I have, and I'm getting this for you. But just make sure you provide their basic things for them.
Yeah, and also try to have time for your kids. That there's sometimes that you leave your kids with these nannies, and they just teach them something else. So just like try to have time, try to manage your work and your kids and your family. Just look for a way to manage all those things. We're not talking to women alone, even men.
Men are parents. So anything you want, go and tell your mother. Daddy, I want to go and
they should both be involved.
Be a part of your child's growth, please. important.
Because all these
There's some children that are not close to their dad.
I'm not calling my dad, and I wish it was different because when I was growing up, I was like the strict one. Oh, that is around. Yeah, so I don't think it's supposed to be that way. Just
fathers of this generation, we don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want.
Then another thing is children, parents rather, they have to instill the fear of God in the hearts of their kids, because you would never be with your parents all the time. You go out there, job, NYS, you go to school, you work, you get married, you become a parent. They are just factors. Just make them close to God, bring them closer to God, let them understand that there is God.
So with that, we've come to the end of today's episode on Shoot Banters. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Join us next week. Bye.
Bye.